Let's see this.
He was sitting with the little orange thing. She like after she tried to get
Yeah.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zones and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. This is certainly one way to play great defense. Just play keep away with your offense. This drive will not end. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's down short of the line to gain. It'll bring up a 4th down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
The Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the
Way
defender
to go
making the
release
hit
the
and
ball.
forcing
He
the
just standing there
incompletion?
holding his hand.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Goes high to pull it in. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
So
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
A great opening drive so far. Can they cash it in on 1st and goal?
he was no fumble. He was in front.
Going to the run, it's Jackson. And he's in! Touchdown, Hurricane!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Yahoo.
They get set for the point after as we have the 1st score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside the 10, here he comes. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here.
Careful inside. You almost hit me with that fish.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Here's a hit. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On the ground, it's Jackson. There's a little room there. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy Reese on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Jackson. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Gain of 16. And now first down for the offense.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
So even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Running inside, it's Jackson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I mean, you see it so many times with like these young kids in the start to football games. You can get those juices and the momentum going one direction. I like this offense, man. I wanted to see him get that first down because you don't want to send your defense out there again after giving up points on their first drive and kind of giving away some momentum. Nice job by this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Sparks. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking downfield on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. They dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. The run inside. It's Jackson. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Takes it from the gun on third down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over first and 10.
They take over a lead and they have enough time to put together a drive.
It up so long.
On the run, it's Jackson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. So when he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. Right down the gut of the field. The 20, 10, and he scores! Touchdown, Miami!
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play, and you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. These two-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. just about 30 seconds to go in the half. How aggressive do you want to be here? Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got his man! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot. Finds the big tight end. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Jackson. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Makes the grab. Caught, and he's got room. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Now from inside the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed. And he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Lets it go to the end zone. Caught outside on the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They march 78 yards down the field and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback may change this route. On the run, it's Jackson. Breaks the tackle. Got room at the 35. He's into the open down the middle. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Canes.
And you gotta love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the 2nd half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the 1st half. The 2nd half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
You give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the 1st half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run it.
Number 0, set to kick it off.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last score, the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again, and then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go right back to the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you've got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And with the pick 6, touchdown Hurricane.
Coming into this game, you just felt like which team has the ball last may win the game, and it feels like it's coming down to that now. A massive score for the offense. Under 2 minutes to play. The extra point is going to tie it. I can't wait to see how this thing's going to finish up.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for room, it's Jackson. At the 35, he's loose. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Right back to the well. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Timeout call by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. Timeout call by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. The Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Looking long. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
To the air on second down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. The line of scrimmage is the 25. It'll be a 42-yard kick for the win.
Oh, great. Shit.
Absolute shank. Missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still a tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make, rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. He's looking to throw. Rushes on him. Lets it fly. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
He threw it short. He's supposed to throw it over his head.
4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
That's what it was. He got hit. Nice.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Puts it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it.
Got him.
We're
sorry.
Here in the first possession of overtime. All
Good
right, guys, so
defense.
here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions
My
starting
boy.
on the opponent's 25.
Every
And it's
we
so
can
nice to
do.
be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to
See, I
the
guess it's not even this bad.
They can do their
I
job
can't even pick my
tomorrow.
plays.
Just 2 possessions, Paul. Like, you got to be at your
See how
best.
slow
Yeah, and I love the new
pick my
rules
play
too, because in the 3rd
after
overtime
wait.
possession, it goes to
Yeah,
alternating
change.
2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Quarterback making checks. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Yeah, that's right. Good game. I made him quit, but sorry. He might be good because his name is SkilledQc. If you don't have the word skilled in the name, let's do it. Because then you're going to get clowned if you don't have skill. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm 2 of 3, and I didn't have any losses.